Hey guys, I get asked all the time how to do this one posture, and I want to break it down for you in this video. So, a couple things that you need to know before we get started and before I teach you how to do crow pose is make sure that you're doing this in a safe place to wobble, maybe fall a little bit. So, something I'm going to use today is a block. If you have a block, feel free to use it. Maybe even like a couch pillow would work for you. So, let's get started when you're ready. The best way to get into crow is through a yogi squat. And what that means is you probably want to practice crow after you're fully warmed up. So if you're not warmed up, pause this video, go do a couple sun salutations and hip openers. Meet me back here and we'll get started. So in your yogi squat, you're just going to sink those hips down. Feet are nice and wide and maybe even pointed out towards like a 20 or a 45-degree angle. And then go ahead and just sink your hips down in between your feet. So let's just find a couple of breaths here before we start to move forward. I'm going to show you a couple variations with the block, and then we'll move into the full version of this. So if you have never tried crow pose before, the first thing you want to know is to have nice wide fingertips. So your fingertips are spread really wide, and then you're going to really press on the inside edge of these knuckles right here. So almost like you're cupping your hands because we're not gripping the floor with our fingers. Our fingers are not very good balancers. So let's start here. And then we're just going to start from our yogi squat. We're just going to start to shift our hips high. So naturally, your knees are going to kind of start to consume the backside of your arm here. So you want to keep those knees kind of close, like really on the backside or on that tricep, kind of close to the armpit area. And then just start to put some pressure in the palms of your hands. Looking forward. The biggest piece of advice I can give you when you're working on your crow is to look forward. Do not look here because you're going to round and fold over. So a couple of ways you can use your block. The first way is to take it nice and tall and just rest your head on your block. And once you start to feel some of that weight shift into your arms, you can start to squeeze those legs together and then maybe lift the heels. So an important piece about your arms is they need to be in chaturanga arms. So they're not up here. That's going to be really, really hard to get your knees to balance there. So keep them nice and low, at like almost a 90-degree angle. And then start to shift your weight forward. Again, keeping your gaze in front of you. Maybe you lift one toe. Engage your belly. Engage your ribs, squeeze your thighs together. Good. And then coming back into your yogi squat and breathe. So maybe play with that a few times. If this is your first time to practice, I'm going to show you another way to use your block to practice crow. We're going to place it behind us this time. Walking those hands forward. Just place those feet on top of your block. So from here, you're just crouching on your block. Palms are planted just right in front of you, fingertips spread wide. Then you're going to start to lift your hips, again, tucking your knees towards your armpits and resting on the backside of your triceps. This is going to give you more of what it feels like to start to put weight into those arms. Gaze is forward, core is tight, breathing. Good. Maybe you practice lifting one toe and then the other. And for those of you that are ready to practice without your block, we'll move right into it. So fingertips again, spread wide. Bringing those knees to the inside of those triceps. And just bring those elbows back as you start to move into your version of this. And then start to lift that right foot and then the left. And your gaze is forward. One more breath. Good. And lower. Nice job. So the key to this posture is to know that you're going to fall. We all fall. We all wobble. Just making sure you're safe. So make sure the block or your pillow is really close. And it's just part of the process. So just do it, fall, and then I promise you will start to get a little more brave each time. So keep practicing, keep showing up, and you'll have your crow pose down in no time.
Want more? We've broken down 15 poses you're likely to experience in a yoga class or video and created an easy-to-follow guide. We offer benefits, tips, and explain how to make each pose easier or harder depending on your experience level. Head over to posturebreakdown.com and download your free guide today.